Morning, everybody. Welcome to Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. I'm Barber Dave, and we're going to do a shave, and I'm very excited about some stuff that finally came in. Those of you on the shaving cadre know that I've been working with Chris Lindsay at CBLsoap.com on a bespoke shaving soap, aftershave, and one other thing that will be available in the shop retail. Well, good news is next week, all the products will be available in my barbershop, and the good news is they are available right now on CBLsoap.com. And also $1 for every purchase of Hombres Barbershop. $1 will go to the Alzheimer's Association. For those of you that know me, my mom died from Alzheimer's in 2016, and I do a lot of volunteer work for the Alzheimer's Association. So whether you buy it in the shop and come get it, or whether you buy it through CBLsoap.com, the prices will be the same, and $1 will go to the Alzheimer's Association. So, Hombres Barbershop. This is a tonsorial master barber base. It's a hard puck, but it lathers wonderfully, excellent. The top notes, and this is for the aftershave as well. Now, the Aftershave Tonic, this is the original. I'm still waiting on the bottles on that. Those are coming today. But the notes, the top notes are blood orange, desert lime, cucumber, jalapeno, and cilantro. And for those of you, and the whole idea behind this bespoke soap that Chris made for me was to get the feeling of what it's like to be in the Southwest, Tucson, Tombstone, even up in the mountains a little bit, because we do have a 10,000-foot peak right outside the back door. So when you mix the blood orange, the desert lime, the cucumber, jalapeno, and cilantro, you get a kind of a creosote smell. And I'm not talking burnt creosote. I'm talking about the creosote berry bush that when it rains, it's called the rain bush, and it's got that wonderful fragrance and the spice. The middle notes are gunpowder, gun smoke, Russian leather, barber chair suede, tumbleweed, which is Russian thistle for you, Chad, prickly pear, jasmine, samba. So what that does is that gives you the feeling of the wax that's burning or the oil that's burning in a lamp on Tombstone, the woods as you're walking through Tombstone, the dirt. And then on the bottom and the base, you've got sun-baked terracotta, cedarwood, patchouli, and amber. So really, this is a truly Western fragrance. And the journey it takes you on is as if you're riding a horse and walking through Tombstone. That was the whole idea. So if you like Ghost Town Barber, I think you'll really like this. And the aftershave milk, or tonic, I should say, the second iteration of this does have the apothecary oil in it too, so it's very good for the face, and it lasts real long. You may not even need an EDT or a fragrance. Now, the one other thing that will be available, I'm sorry, only in the shop, is the Butterscotch Hombres Barbershop shaving brush with an AMAC black synthetic knot. Unfortunately, these will only be available in the shop, so if you're in Tucson, come get a haircut and get yourself a brush. Now, for the costs of the soap will be $15 per puck. Once again, $1 going towards the Alzheimer's Association. The Aftershave Tonic will be, or Aftershave, the Aftershave Tonic will be $20, and the brushes are going to be $15. And then there's, over the holidays, we're going to have some specials as well. Eventually, they will be coming in a wooden bowl. We're still waiting on that. So these things, except for the brush, are available on CBLsoap.com for you retail folks that are not in Tucson. And for those of you that are in Tucson or Southern Arizona that come and see me, it'll be in the shop as of next week. So let's get going with the shave. Today, once again, we are going to be using Hombres Barbershop for the soap and the aftershave, as I've showed you already. The brush today, we're going to be using a matte Deruiter Mesquite and Turquoise brush with a 2-band boar knot. And then a special razor to me. This was my first razor, straight razor ever. This is a Jos Elliot 4/8 Rattler grind. This was actually purchased in Tombstone at an antique store, and our very own UA Cowboy restored it back to its original patina. But this razor is from the 1850s, 1860s, so who knows who shaved this, so that'd be kind of cool. All right, well, Halloween is coming. I hope everybody's doing well. And like any of the hard puck soap, basically I float just a little bit of water on top of it and just lather it from there. And as I said, it doesn't take long. And the top notes just really jump out right out of the gate. And understand that the jalapeno is not a real spicy note. It is more floral, but it adds to that rain bush Because basically, the initial hit you get off of this is, if you've been to the Southwest, is what the desert smells like after a rain, right after a rain. And then as the shave progresses, you start getting more of the notes. And really, it is, Chris knocked this out of the park when we talked about this. It's been in discussions for quite a while, well, since July when I opened up my shop. And I wanted to really get that feel of a Western barbershop with the woods and the smells of everything else that's inside of it. And he really did well. This Tonsorial Master Barber base will take on a ton of water as well. But really, as I said, it's like a journey. The soap is like a journey. The opening notes are, you know, very much like the rain bush after a monsoon. Not that we had any this year. But then it's almost as if you're riding into Tombstone. And you're starting to pick up the mud and the dirt and the oil burning lamps. And the dust. The smell of saddle leather. It's just really neat, you know, with a hint of gun smoke in the background. Not real smoky, but just a hint of gun smoke in the background. And that's what I love about this, about most of CBL soaps. They take you on a little bit of a journey right out of the gate. You're not, you know, it's not one scent that cloys everything. You know, it matches what it was intended to do. Incredibly slick soap. And the smell is just, the fragrance is just wonderful as it evolves. And the cool thing is you get to relive it when you put the aftershave tonic on. Okay, there's pass number one. I'm going to go ahead and speed up through the next two passes, and then we'll come back with the aftershave, final thoughts, and everything else. See you in a minute. we're back. Tremendous shave. A little bit of cleanup, and that's about it. And then, of course, the fool's pass. But just, as I said, the scent just lingers wonderfully. I had somebody ask me why I flat blade, and what I mean by flat blade is at the end, my final stroke, the actual blade is actually even. With my skin with no angle, and I come up the same way. I found that for those fine little tiny hairs, that it works perfect that way. Because since you're actually going across the face with just that front edge at the apex of the bevel, it seems to help. It's wonderful. Definitely a DS-BBS shave. Let's see how we did as far as pressure is concerned. This Jos Elliot, with the age it is, it's usually very smooth. The Rattler grind, if you've never tried a Rattler before, they're wonderful. Yeah, basically no more feedback than I would get from a DE. The one thing about CBL soaps is they're not drying at all. They're very moisturizing for the face. Just tremendous. And this is an aftershave tonic, but it is a milk. You may have to shake it a little bit, but that's okay. It's not meant to be an aftershave splash. It's meant to be nourishing. And you don't need a lot. Probably just the same as if those of you that use SV, 2 or 3 drops is all. And just rub it well into the face. And what's cool about this is you're getting to go through the entire journey again. But very moisturizing. And strong enough to last throughout the day. It really does. So we'll use the Parasso talc because it adds a little bit of a rosemary tinge to it, which doesn't cloy the fragrance at all. And then I'll actually put a little bit more on as an EDT as well. The scent notes in the Aftershave Tonic are a bit stronger. You get a lot more of the spiciness, a lot more of the saddle leather and gun smoke. But it's just tremendous. I think you guys will really like it. And I'm very proud to put my brand on this bespoke soap that was made for me by Chris at CBLsoaps.com. So that's it, folks. Thank you so much for joining Barber Dave's Barbershop at Home. Once again, the Hombres Premium Shave Soap, the Aftershave Tonic in the better bottle with better thing, and the brush will be available at Hombres Barbershop at Saddlebrook Ranch as of next week. The soap and the Aftershave Tonic you can purchase right now at CBLsoaps.com, so check it out there. He's got all kinds of other flavors that you'll want to put into your cart. If you haven't been to the Shaving Cadre before, please do so at www.theshavingcadre.com. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.